What's good? See, this is D1 Chosen Fin Squad Enforcer here. Like I haven't done a video in a long time. But anyway, this video here is for Lakers fan to this Mike Wallace and the Dolphins response. People's been asking me this question about Mike Wallace all off season for these last couple of weeks. And actually, a lot of people in my comment section, a lot of my subscribers always ask me, D1 Chosen, why you never really talk about the Dolphins, like their roster or everything like that? Like, you don't like criticize them. And I tell them, like, man, it's the talking trash circle, man. I talk trash. I'm like, I ain't gonna bash my own team. I don't want other people to find their own fucking material. Let them do their fucking homework. But it's the off season. And now let's discuss this whole Mike Wallace situation. Shout outs to Lakers Fan, AFC Miami East, King Swag, Austin Thompson, D Nasty. What's been up, bros? Now back to this Mike Wallace shit. Because I kept telling people over this offseason, like, we're not releasing Mike Wallace. It's too much dead money against the cap to release him. Nobody's going to take on that contract either if we trade him. So it's only worth it to keep him this 1 year. Now, I knew Brian Hartline was gone. I saw that he wasn't made for this offense. Okay? Brian Hartline is not fast. He's quick. He's quick, but he's not fast. And in this offense, you don't need to have such a technical and precise route runner like Hartline is. So I already knew the writing was on the wall. I already knew it. Even with the number, even before the numbers he put up this year, I knew the writing was on the wall. It was too much money for the cap, against the cap, to keep him. I knew Brandon Gibson was going to be gone too. I hope people realize that the 2014-2015 season, the Miami Dolphins paid our receiving core $32.9 million. Now, we can all agree that this receiving core is not worth $32.9 million. And that's number one in the league also for people's wide receiving cores. 32.9. I mean, we all can agree that Wallace doesn't agree with his contract. But all the shit that they put out, like the Lakers fans video said, is fucking false. Yeah, he quit on this team. Hey, it was knocked out the playoffs. It was knocked out the playoffs the second to last week, and we won that second to last week. But because the Steelers won, they took the playoff spot. So I don't give a fuck if a player playing hard the last game of the fucking season, or he supposedly quit, which that wasn't the case. You know? So I already see that we're going to keep Wallace. If Wallace is cut or released, I'll be shocked, and it would be bad fucking business. For one, bad business within the locker room, and bad business within, you know, when it comes to managing the money. It's horrible business. We literally just cut half of our receiving core in Brandon Gibson and Brian Hartline. And Brian Hartline, when he goes to another team, he'll probably get 1,000 yards. He's one of the best route runners in the league. And you always got to have that white boy wide receiver too if you want to be successful. And I wish him adieu, and I wish him farewell and good luck. Brandon Gibson showed me something this year, but he was coming off an injury play season. All these free agents, all these players that are being threatened to be cut or released, are all these players that were signed when Jeff Ireland was desperate and needed to get some players and have a winning season. That's all this. That's all these players. The only player he hit on really was Grimes. And I'm not going to even take nothing away from Wallace. Wallace, what, has 20 touchdowns the last 2 years? 10 touchdowns each season? Either 20 or 21? It's not bad for any receiver, but because it comes with that price tag, it's an issue. Okay, we all know he's not going to restructure. We all know he's a little volatile. We all know Joe Philbin can't manage to coach players that have a little dog in them or whatever like that, have a little diva in them. We all know this shit, but he's not leaving. Mike Wallace is not going anywhere, and he's going to be gone with all the other ones when Joe Philbin, if hopefully he put forth a great fucking season, will be here next season. Draft wise, I want wide receiver in the first round. I want a wide receiver in the first round 10 hours even before this day began, since we just cut half of our receiving core. I knew we needed to go receivers, because once my Wallace go next year, we need a number one receiver. So we need to draft one this year and in the first round. And there's no need to move up or down. Pick at 14. Get the receiver you want. Even though I would love to have Dorian Green Beckham, my coach is not going to get him because he hates to have players that have a little checkered pass. Like I say, he don't like his players with the dog in them. And those are the ones that usually are the good leaders in your fucking locker room. That's why our motherfucking team has a locker room problem and linkage all around. But anyway, we gonna make it though. We gonna make it. I would love to have. I want Tannehill, because I already see that Tannehill is just never gonna get the deep ball down. So if you're gonna continue to do these deep shots, we need a wide receiver. I want a freak of nature, a wide receiver that's 6'3" or taller, a wide receiver that's gonna be able to catch Tannehill's overthrown deep balls, which he's gonna do. The ones that are gonna catch and make miraculous, crazy catches going after the ball, trying to get the underthrown balls from Tannehill. Okay, that's what I want. And I would love to have Devontae Parker or Dorian Green Beckham. We have to go offense. We have to go wide receiver. I really feel as though besides nose tackle, we have to go wide receiver in the first round this year. We have to. Get the person that you want. We have to go wide receiver this round. And I don't think there's going to be a big run of wide receivers in the first 10 picks. We pick 14th. So, I mean, this whole shit with Mike Wallace, is he being released and all this shit, is fucking malarkey. He's not going anywhere. He will be here for another year. When he leaves here, he will be a better off receiver, because the man has 10 touchdowns. Not many receivers had double-digit touchdowns, 2 seasons in a row. Not many. Probably like 10 of them, maybe a little more. Out of the, hundreds of receivers are in the NFL. So, he's put forward 2 great seasons. Yes, he didn't get the deep ball. Once he leaves here, nobody can say he's a one-trick pony. All those yarders are underneath after the yards, after the catch, or just making, tight, close, range catches and coming down with it. But when it comes to deep ball and Tannehill, it's just never going to mesh. It's just never going to mesh. And I've already come to terms with that shit. So that's why we need to get that freaking nature in the draft this year to catch all the bullshit deep balls that Tannehill is going to throw. Because he's laser accurate from that intermediate passes, short to intermediate. But them deep throws, throwing that floater, throwing the perfect pass to Wallace. For some reason, it's hard for Wallace. He does it the hard line. He's done it to Clay. Clay plays on the boundary and he beats the man. He throws it down the field 30 yards on stride. But with Wallace, it's a fucking problem. It's a problem between both of them. I put it on both of them. But anyway, this video is too long. Crazy off season already to begin with. I don't even know if I want to engage in the fuckery yet, but I'm watching. But y'all know who it is. Great video, Lakers fan. Hope this response helped, just give you my opinions of what I think you should do. But this is D1 Chosen, Fin Squad, Enforcer here. And we gonna make it, and I'm out.